Hello, my name is Edurne Zoko. I'm Executive Director of Clean Energy Technology at S&P Global Commodity Insights. For the past 2 years, there has been a major oversupply of clean tech equipment from China, and this put significant pressure on the international market, especially in the solar and battery sector. But why did this happen? This happened because the rapid expansion of clean tech supply chains clearly outpaced market demand. In that sense, manufacturing capacity for modules, wind turbines, and battery cells was up to twice the market demand, and this led to a bloodbath with substantial price declines in both China and international markets. In 2025, the effects of this oversupply will still be felt, particularly in energy storage systems, where fierce competition among suppliers continues to drive price down. For solar PV, however, we expect prices to remain stable throughout the year. We are seeing a short-lived effect in the sense that after Chinese New Year, we are seeing a short-term increase in prices due to some policy and market reactions, but these increases, from our perspective, will be small and relatively short-lived. There are two main reasons behind this short-term increase in module prices. First, in response to the oversupply challenge, China initiated rationalization efforts last year to control manufacturing expansions and increase barriers of entry for new competitors. This has led to a quick reduction in inventory and a realignment of the supply-demand balance. We are already seeing the effects of these measures with reduced inventory levels, not only in China, but also in Europe. Second, a few weeks ago in February, the announcement of a new power scheme in China has triggered a short-term increase in demand for solar PV components. The National Development and Reform Commission announced that China's solar and wind farms would not longer get warranted sales at a fixed price to coal benchmark. And this will likely make prices for renewables much cheaper than coal. The policy asks local governments to shift new wind and solar projects to a more market-based pricing system by the end of 2025. However, projects that are able to get connected to the grid before June 1st will stay with the old policy and the old tariff. This means that demand for solar components is now being very strong in China to be able to connect ahead of the June 1st deadline. And strong demand has indeed global implications for pricings, because in China we are expecting record installations this year, with installations surpassing 300 gigawatt DC, and this will reduce overall levels of oversupply, and also we are expecting global installations to be close to the benchmark of 600 gigawatt DC. Despite these short-term price uptakes, we expect 2025 to be a year where global prices of hardware components remain mostly flat for solar and wind components, and we are expecting that they will still be declining in the case of batteries, with the likely exception of the United States markets, where we are expecting total capex to increase this year given the current policy and trade environment in the country. Thank you for listening.